Well, hello, magic monsters. See, right before the stream... hold on. Yes, that's Tex. Right before the stream, somebody from our team in Asia at work messaged me and said, emergency, 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 help me. Andrew, you're our only hope. And so I had to help them. And so I've got my other computer up on my right, and I've got this laptop on my left, and I got my widescreen in the middle, and I can switch between the two by pushing the buttons on the screen. But the mouse also goes back and forth, and the keyboard does through some magical application I have. But that was the delay, and it looks like everything is working, and I saved the day because I am a hero, a true hero. And I think we're all good. I deserve a raise. All right. What was I doing? So I wanted to prepare for this a little bit. Oh, now I got a text message that I have to do. I'm going to have to check my email too because I'm trying to buy this stupid house and the stupid people are stupid and it's all being delayed now because of stupidity. What a day. It's been a day. I don't know. I've never bought a house for myself like this, and it's just frustrating because it was supposed to close on Thursday. Now it's supposed to close on Friday. Now it's supposed to close on Monday, which means I lose a whole 3 days, including a day off of work and a weekend, to actually do the stuff I need to do before a week off of actual work and then getting back to work. And holy cow, I appreciate that I'm able to buy a house, and I'm very excited about that. And I understand I'm quite fortunate in that regard, having saved pretty much all my money that I could in the past 10 years or so. But it's just frustrating. So how is everybody else doing today? All right. What is this? Okay, yeah, I had to reschedule the installation of the internet as well, because of course the internet's the most important thing to get started, right? So I was like, getting keys on Thursday, install the internet 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Friday morning. But now I've had to put it to Tuesday, and I hope I don't have to put it to Wednesday. But yeah, I was told that I'm supposed to get some documents I need to sign, so I've got my email up over on this other computer. All right, tax questions. Okay, there we go. Gosh, what a moment! Here I want to work on this stuff, and this was my ploy. Here I'm tricking myself. Oh yeah, the power's already on. I just need to put it into my name. That part's not, and that won't be an issue. I think the other problem. The other problem is that I don't have furniture for myself. I have a desk, a chair, one 4x4 Kallax and two 2x2 Kallaxes, and a pillow. I've bought some sheets because I'm going to buy a mattress, but the home doesn't have a refrigerator, a washer dryer. It doesn't have chairs. It doesn't have anything. My mom, even though I told her, don't buy me anything, Mom, bought me pots and pans. Fine, I accept. She's very excited, but and this house has a rental unit on the side. That's why I'm buying it, because it's a good investment, I think. It has a rental unit on the side that also needs all that shit. And the problem is GDC is coming up, and I gotta be in San Francisco for a whole week. So if I buy stuff that doesn't get delivered right away, then I won't be there when it gets delivered. So I run the risk that I won't even be able to buy that stuff until after GDC, and then it has to get delivered, which means everything gets delayed, like renting that thing out to somebody, and that is the only way I can afford this damn house, because it is freaking... California is expensive. My day job doesn't pay enough, so there. But still fortunate I get to buy a house. That's very exciting. I feel very lucky and happy. And although I love complaining about things, don't get me wrong, I understand I am very well off to be able to afford a house in California, even if it's way too expensive and they probably shouldn't have given me the loan, but they did anyways. Yeah. All right, so let's work on shit, because what was I doing before? This is the thing. I've been stressed out and I accidentally started playing Civilization, and then I was like, uh-oh, I'm addicted again because it doesn't take long. It's my heroin. So I've been doing some stuff, and I wrote myself some notes. What was the last thing I wrote here? Do I have an undo? No, because I closed it. Oh, well. Yes, I would need to test Flaming Sword on an actor with the fire stat. Because I've set up a system here. I think I did it already. Let's see. What was I testing? Flaming Sword. So prefix flaming. Settings. Affects the actor. So this is why I said, when true, the stat effects will be applied to the actor or other IFStats object, which owns the game item object list, which holds the item object that contains this item attribute. Get it? There's layers here, right? When false, the stat effects will be applied to the item object itself prior to those effects impacting the actor. And then I changed some stuff. What did I change? I changed the item object. I think game item object. It's been a few days, and my brain is mushy. More mushy than normal, mind you. Let's see. Can't search that because... nope, I believe it's a Leon. Okay, now I have to sign these docs over here. Please review that with that. Okay. Yeah, copy. Okay, so give me a minute. I'm gonna just talk and entertain you with my witty banter. That wasn't the thing I needed to. Okay, with my witty banter while I docu-sign something. Hello, T Money Game Studio and Corey. Yeah, California's great. That's the problem, Corey. It's expensive because it's really nice here. A cooler. I should probably just get a cooler. I was thinking I'm going to have to eat out all the time, and I don't want to eat out all the time. All right. Not invalid username. What? All right. That's a valid username. It's a lot easier that we can sign things online, though, than I guess back in the day, right? Yeah, I won't do an air mattress. I know what size bed I want, so I'm going to buy a regular mattress, but no bed. Yeah. Location matters. I mean, I'm moving 2 hours away from San Francisco because I can't afford anything close to here. The stuff close to here at the same price is tiny and old and needs repairs. And, it's not necessarily a good investment for me at this point in my life, All right, let me look at these numbers. Let's start. I guess we're just going to say sign and assume everything's right. Damn, that's a lot of money. All right, let me text this guy, say it's signed. Thanks. Send. And let me check the work thing. And they're just saying thank you via emojis. So hopefully that works. And I'll have to look over every once in a while just to make sure they're good. So, okay. So, game item object. JetBrains writer. It's open twice. What's going on? Let's get rid of these. Figure out what's going on here. Why is it not loading? All right, there we go. Now we just have to wait a bit. I think I have a headache. Oh, good thing I got aspirin right here. Sometimes I like to turn this into an ASMR thing, but I'm not whispering, so I'm not doing a very good job of it. All right. What did I change? Message says, awesome, thank you. You're welcome, thank you. All right. So we changed modify get other levels. And get other levels. We do all this stuff, and then we've got the equipped items has modification levels, and when we have get modification levels, oh yeah, and there was a caching thing I added too, which was nice. Should I? So I think I need to cache it here too, but let's dig deeper, and we'll take a step out of the hole we dig. Modification levels, new list. For each one, add the range, modification levels, and this is where we get the cache here. Get the item, modify it. Oh, geez, we get even deeper. Game item object. Oh yeah, this is where we do that, and then that, and this is... Alright, so we have the cache on the game item object. There we go. This is where we add the cache. So get modification level is going to be cached, and if it's not cached, or essentially if this is null, then it's going to recompute it. So it should be a little bit of a automatic process there. And there are a few points where it will make that null. And that's going to be when we add stuff and delete stuff right here. When we reset item modification level, and we do that during remove attribute, add attribute, and on creation itself in those two places. So, yep, that's good. This is good. So it does that, and then we get the add range attributes modification levels, but this is only going to get the ones that affect the actor. Is that right? Yes, because the ones that don't affect the actor are going to affect the object itself. So when we go to dig deep into this, we see that we have a big link query here. Affects, if it affects actors only, which itself is, oh yeah, if we're affects actors, if we're not affecting actors only, we do the whole list. Otherwise, we get the modification levels just from those that affect the actor. Affects actor, and let's see, that's that. And then where do we affect the object itself? Affects actor. Get modification level. So this is the get modification level. It will, let's see. So in this one, we're getting the stat modifications where it does not affect the actor. All right, and then I found the mod that we, let's see if level has stat modification, parent had it. Then return that, otherwise add the stat modification to the level. We will use the effects, add the effects to this object, either appending or setting as new values. So if we found the modification, the target UID, the stat that's being modified already on this object, like let's say the attribute affects might, and this object already affects might, then I think a better actually example would be like damage or something like that, but that's okay. then we found it and it's great. Otherwise, we have to add it, a clone of it, to the list here, and then that way the object does affect those other stats, and then add the level there. We compute the stat, and this was a change as well. Stat modification get effect on. I updated this. Also found that there had been a bug. I fixed that bug here. So it should work, and this is why I essentially needed to test at some point. So there's that. So to do that test, how are we going to do that test? What does flaming do? Prefix. Close that. Prefix. Prefix. Flaming does what? Stat effects. No stat effects. I thought I had. Hey, I didn't. Okay, so this is going to say it doesn't affect the actor, so it affects the object it's placed on. Stat effect is going to be damage, and we're going to say that the damage is going to be 0.5, so 50% more damage if it's a flaming sword or flaming item. And I'm going to save and just quit because I can't remember if I had set that up before and it just disappeared. And I do this from time to time. Sometimes it does, and I somehow did the set dirty wrong or something. So I need to confirm before I keep going because I don't want to have a bug that makes me have to redo everything. Its damage is there, so she seems fine. It seems fine. Okay, that's good. Wait, this is something from work. Indeed, intended including tax. Oof. Interesting conundrum they have. All right. They want a certain price point that's inclusive of tax in a different country. The problem is it's an online thing, and in some countries tax is included in the price. In other countries it's not, or rather it's added to the price. But I think the culture of that country is such that they don't generally add to the price, and so they want it to be adhering to the culture, but they also want the price to be the same elsewhere where there is no tax. So that's not possible with this system. So they'll have to figure it out. All right. Let's see. So if we had a flaming sword, and now let's look at the sword. The sword stat effects is attack and damage, so it should get a 50% boost to damage, so the final damage should be 4.5 instead of 3. On the sword, not the character itself. So I think to do this, we need some buttons for debugging for just testing purposes. So let's open our demo world scene. We have these buttons up here in the corner that are essentially debug buttons. And so we're going to click a pick up yeah, I guess we'll just do a button that says get flaming sword. All right, let's try that. That should be fine. I'm okay with that. All right, so we have a new one. We're going to call this get flaming sword. Oh, I should spell right. Text legacy. get flaming sword. All right, what happens when we click this? We will say not this. Move component, and we will add in the same place debugs get flaming sword. Okay. So get flaming sword, we're going to put that on here. We're going to open it up. We're going to make a method that says, well, first we're going to do namespace infinity.modules.demo, and then inside, inside all this, we're going to make a method called get public void get flaming sword, or gets give sword. And we're going to say, we're actually going to call this get item object, and we're going to make this a public item object, and public list of item attribute, item attributes equals new list item attribute. And then when we give the object, give object, what we're going to do, we're going to say var new object equals new game item object. We're going to pass in our item object, and new owner is going to be, and we're going to have to put up here using static infinity modules.demo game data. There we go. We're going to do game data active player, and then new object dot, actually we'll do this for each var attribute in item attributes, new object dot gain or get attribute, or add attribute, yes. Add attribute, can it be, oh yes, add attribute, no, it will take the attribute from the scriptable object, creating a vanilla version. That is fine. We're going to say attribute.uid, distinct is true, recompute, home, reset, modification, level 2, yep, all that's fine. So we're going to add the attributes, and then we're going to give it to the player. Give it to the player. Let's see. So if it's that price, including tax, it would show up as that price in yours. Yes. I didn't do the math, but yes, it would show up as less expensive in non-taxed areas, and the price shown would be based on the tax rate in the area the user is in. Man, I'm being so helpful tonight. Whoops. I'm being like a true champion. A true helpful champion. Look at me. All right, so we can, I'm going to steal some code from another button here, because I'll tell you why. Because I can't remember what the code should be. But we're going to hook this up real quick. Get object, give object. Okay, and we're going to give a sword. And we're going to give, the sword's going to be flaming on fire. And then I'm I'm gonna find where my button is because they show up here and there's a prefab somewhere, but it's just easier sometimes to just press play and look at this and click, 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 click until you get to the right thing. There we go. Pickup is UI item button. Got click pick up. Alright, so we can stop now. Oh my gosh. Everything just crashed. Or it didn't. No, it just went over here. I thought it crashed, but it just freaked out and went over there. Alright. Got clicked. This is not the right one. This is the one. Got clicked pickup. So we're going to do this. It looks like we need to know the on-screen item, and that's going to be from up here. Static reference. I love me some static references. Pickup. New item. We don't need to make a clone of it in this case. So we just, oh yeah. So just pick up the item. Okay, pick up the item. Game ID. It doesn't even need to make a new game ID because it's going to be a new object each time. And let's see if it works. All right, press play. And there's a bug or an error or something, but who knows what it was really. Get flaming sword. It didn't seem to work. Let's see, why not? What happens? Anything happen? Well, I mean, it's doing something. I don't have a sword in my hand, and that's the problem.
Seems like we'll have some fun.
It does. Oh, that's a bug. I remember I found that. Drop short sword. Should I be using short sword? Let's see. Maybe sword isn't set up properly. Nope, it's not. I should be using short sword. My bad. Alright, so it's going to be short sword. Get my object is now short sword. Flaming short sword. Alright. That was my nickname in high school. Just kidding. Gosh, you guys are so gullible. You believe everything I say. Why is this happening? Well, I'll have to look into that because this is a save file that is already halfway through, and there's a null reference. But that should not affect this button. Alright, we got our short sword. We equipped it there. Now let's look at the thing here. We look at our game data and our player element 3. I gave it to the third player. Condition stats inventory items list has 2. One's a short sword. It is has an attribute list, 2 attributes, which is good. Has rare and flaming, and the rare was added automatically. That's part of the new thing I had last week, where now there's required attributes. So it's good to see that that's happening. It is flaming. That's good. We need to now, though, somehow print out to confirm that it's got the damage we think it does. So what I think I'll do is cancel. Is that why it was not working properly earlier? Do I now have two windows open here? No? Okay. What I think I'd do is when we... I think I must have had two windows open. That's so weird. Okay, let's go back and find it. Debugs. Get item object. Yeah, I did have two windows. It just wasn't showing on me. I don't know what's going on. We're going to print things out. So we're going to say debug.log, picking up new object name, or full name rather, and true. We're going to recompute the name. I don't think we need to actually, because it should, I think it recomputes already or earlier. We'll find out. And then for each var thing in new object dot modification levels dot there's only one dot modifications. Yes, stat modification. That's the thing. Stat modification. Debug.log modifies mods. We should put $bill sign here. Dot target dot object name value dot value and proficiency dot proficiency, and we then should see I think we'll see at 4.5. Let's see. Mods damage, proficiency 2. Oh, I accidentally cut it in half. That's not what I wanted to do. Did I accidentally cut it in half? Or did I not? Let's see. Hold on. Let's look at short sword real quick. Make sure we set that up properly. Stat effects. Damage 2.5. Wait a minute. Short sword damage was not 2.5. We didn't set this up properly at all. Attack. We also need attack. So attack and damage, we're going to say 2 and 3. 2 attack, 3 damage. I don't know what this proficiency is all about there. All right, and let's press play again. So if there is no mod, then it should say 3 and 2, or 2 and 3. 2 attack, 3 damage. And it says mods damage. Value 3 and 0.5. Okay, so that's Oh, so let's do a test then. If I think I know what's going on. Let's go settings here, say modifies the actor, press play, and now we shouldn't get that 0.5 proficiency. Proficiency is 1. Oh, interesting though. Why is it 1 now? This shouldn't be proficiency 1. Weapon, short sword, proficiency 1. Did I type that in? I probably typed that in, didn't I? We'd have to go back and see. Nobody's gonna do that. Ain't nobody got time to go back and see that. All right, so there we go. 3 and 2 because it's not affecting the object. It's affecting the actor. But I'll tell you what. If we go flaming now, we click on settings and say it does not affect the actor. That instead affects the object. Oh, I think I thought of a good idea. Then when we pick it up now, it will say that. Now, the problem is we want this to affect that right now. So we want this to say 4.5. Proficiency is 0. Otherwise, this will still affect the actor the same way. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. I've not been sleeping well. They will submit another draft. All right. Good luck to you. Good luck. I wish you the best. So we need to update the code here. This is why we test, I guess, right? Because it did. I see what's going on here. I've got 2 writers open. All right. So where is this showing? Stop modification. Get effect on. So, return the current initial. There's only modification. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. I'm yawning. Give me a piano. I am Yanni. You know, I saw Yanni in concert once. I think it was my first or second concert. It may have been my second one. And I went with my parents. My dad was very much into Yanni, which is fine. I think my other first or second one, I don't remember which one was first. My other one was John Bon Jovi in the Bed of Roses tour at the Oakland Coliseum, the indoor one. And I remember the people in front of us were smoking marijuana, and my parents were not happy about it, but they didn't say anything. My dad just said they were smoking the Laffy tobacco. That's what he called it. And now my mom takes marijuana to go to bed. Excuse me, sorry. All right, that how tables have turned. I got a tickle in my throat, and that's what happened. I didn't get to that damn mute button. I apologize. I need a 3-second pause, 3-second delay on myself, just in case I say the F word or cough. Mostly cough. So set the effect. This is the thing here. Okay. Found mod. Found effect. All right. So this is. Let me make a note here. Go through all of the attributes attached to this object which affect the object, i.e. Does not affects actor. Well, I was technically born in the 70s, I believe, by a little bit, but hard to remember these days. I do remember some of the 80s, though. And I think I have a soft spot in my heart for the Bengals because of my childhood. And I think that's why... Well, actually, the games I like making were from the 90s because that's when I was like a teenager. So, yeah. I think many of us make games like we liked when we were kids, right? All right, so this is going to go through all those. It's going to find the mod, or it's going to add the mod. And so this is the thing we're going to affect. This is going to be damage on the sword. This is the thing that has currently 3-0 for 3 on the value. And so this is where we do that change. Instead of, we do want to add this, and then we will do the multiplication. Found mod.value is going to be multiplied by this proficiency. Oh, interesting. Okay. We actually have to... shoot, how are we going to do that? Oh boy. Okay, because here's the problem. What if you have two things that affect the proficiency of the stat? So two things affected by 0.5. You don't want to multiply by 0.5 by 1.5 and then multiply again by 1.5. That would be 1.25, 125%, not 100%. And we want them to be stacked before they do the math. So that means what we need is a dictionary, I believe, which is going to be var proficiency dictionary. It is going to be values of something, and it's going to be a dictionary with the values of it's going to be values of something and a float. And the first thing is going to be found mod is a stat modification. So stat modification float proficiency dictionary equals new dictionary of that. And so instead of doing this right here, we can add the value just fine, but we're going to say proficient dictionary found mod equals found mod proficiency equals found mod whatever the value is now, plus found mod effect dot item 2 and might as well do will that work if we have multiple things? We'll have to test that too, I suppose. Okay, so we'll test that too. We'll do a flaming sword of fire. Proficiency dictionary found mod equals proficiency dictionary found mod plus the item 2. So add the proficiency mod to the dictionary for later computation. And then we have to compute it. So for each var stat mod in proficiency dictionary stat item in dictionary item value or item.key. Let's see. Key dot value times equals 1 plus item dot value. So if we have the value, if the total value is 0.5, then we're going to do 1.5. So multiply it by 1.5, which will be correct. So we're going to do that for each one. Compute the final value by modification of the total combined proficiency value from item attributes. Okay. We'll see if this works. We'll do it live. All right. Press play. Here we go. And we have no key found. You are welcome for helping. I think they launch in 10 minutes. All right, so since the key's not found, it means we need to apparently set it first. So I figured that might happen. That's why I was going to add it. I can't make it 0, but we can say if proficiency dictionary.has or get key or something, try get value for the key found mod. So if it doesn't have that, or yes, what are we looking for? Oh, we'll do it like this. Found. Oh, what just happened? Found mod. If that equals null, what's going on? I can't do that. Where x key equals found mod. Why can't that be null? If not that it contains key, that's what it is. Gosh. You can tell I'm tired when I stream because I'm like a little slow in the noggin, you know what I mean? If it does not contain the key, there we go. Then professional dictionary found mod equals new equals 0. Alright. So if it doesn't have the key already, we'll create the key. So that way it can add it to 0 later. All right, and 4.5 proficiency is still 0.5. So we got to change that though. Why is proficiency still being added? That's weird. Why? Let's see. Okay, I'll make this var. Found mod. Adding it. Ah, because it adds it as a clone. And then, okay, so that means, and remove the value as well. And so we're adding it to here, and then we're going to say found mod. Shoot. So the object itself might have a proficiency mod. We don't want to add it. The problem is that we are interesting. So we're going to test something real quick. Had found this mod dot target object name already, and if not that, then we will say added found mod target to the object. Let me let that load before I save again. All right. I think I should go to bed early tonight. All right. Had damage already. Okay. Whew. 6.75. That doesn't seem right. I think we need some more debugging. So, this mod dot value slash this mod dot proficiency. I want to tick those out so we can see what they are at the start. Let's save that, run it real quick, do this one step at a time. Okay, get flaming sword. Wow, it's just going up, so it is clearly affecting the object, not the thing we want to test. So that is an issue. Why some issue with my thing here? All right, that's where the 0.5 comes from as well. So I am clearly needing to make a clone here of this. I see. I need to make a clone of the mod. Dot clone. All right. Otherwise, we make a clone there. So that was the issue. I think I'm not making a clone of the mod that's on the scriptable object, and I need to. Otherwise, I'll be affecting the clone, or not the original scriptable object. All right. Get flaming sword. Value 3. Proficiency 0. That's the incorrect value, though. It should be a higher value than that. Wait, did I read that right? Let me do it again. I may have read it wrong. Okay. Had victory point or damage 3 and 0. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't appear to be giving us the right amount now. All right, so we did that. The effect. Debug.log effect. Well, let me do effect on found mod effect dot item 1, and we'll do item 2, and on found mod dot target dot object name. And I actually may have deleted it on this one too, did I? Let me see. Prefix flaming effects. Nope, we did not. All right, so we should be getting a 0.5 out from that, but we weren't. So effect on damage 0, 0.5. All right, so big.log should have added found mod effect dot item 2 to the dictionary. It is now that. Okay, well, that's good. that part worked, and now we need to go through each one of those. Where do we add this? Found mod is now a clone, right? Yes, found mod's a clone, or found mod is what's level? Level is the parent's modification level. Interesting. So we don't want to do that. We need to make a clone of this. And what's my option here? Clone. Do I not have? Whoa. Wow. What is all this? That's not what I'm looking for. Just looking for this. Let's see. Modification level clone is just going to be that. So, all right. So now we're making a clone of the parent's modification level. And yeah, because we don't want to actually cache the modification level that's on the scriptable object. We can start from there, but we need to build our own from there. All right. All right, should have added to the dictionary. So debug.log, doing dictionary key, item.key dot target dot object name. Value proficiency is item.value. Proficiency equals, yeah, there we go. Oh. Oh, I am key.value. Yeah, that should be right. Current value of item of key.value is item.key.value. And then we'll do debug.log new value of key.value is item.key.value. All right, just see. We want to see that happen, I suppose. Get flaming sword. Doing dictionary key damage. Value is 3, proficiency 0.5. New value is 4.5. Okay, there we go. So we are doing it, but then somehow this is printing out the wrong amount. Okay, so let's... last one. Okay, I think this doesn't need to be a clone then. Because if we're cloning the modification level, then we don't need to clone this because it's on the clone, so we don't need to clone it there. I think that might solve it. Let's see. It did. All right, so that was the issue. We were cloning the wrong thing. Okay, so now our value is 4.5. And then if we go to flaming and we make this affect the actor, then it should be 3 again. There you go, value's 3. So now we will say it doesn't affect the actor, and we're going to say suffix of fire doesn't affect the actor, and we're going to say damage. And we're also going to say attack. So attack is going to go up by 1, and damage is going to go up by another 0.5. So we should have a total of 6 damage. So 3 attack, 6 damage at the end of this. If we, in our debug, get flaming sword debug, we're going to add of fire of wool as well, and then press play and see if it magically works. Get flaming sword of fire. It magically works. Look at that. Values 3 attack, 6 damage. Boo and yah, my fellow devs. It worked. So there you go. So now these can affect the item and not the actor. So that's cool. Now here's the other thing. So one of the cool, I don't know, I'm pretty tired. I don't know if I'll keep doing, but let's see. One of the cool things about this, and we can put our lovely check mark here to test. We did that. You do all this other stuff too. This is the other thing, animation curve. So it's cool that you can do this because we can have quality broken, and in broken you can have your damage be removed and stuff. Where new is staff x 0, damaged it's -4. So your weapon, short sword, could have a starring item attribute, common new. Oh, did that work? I don't know if that worked. Let's see. It's a short sword. Yeah, it should have common and new. If we get a flaming short sword, give it to our character there, and then go to our character. Pause that real quick, and go to our character, and look at their stats. Do we have... We have flaming of fire and rare, but we don't have the other two. Well, what the heck? What the heck? Now, common will be replaced by rare, but new should still be there. So let's look at this code real quick. Get item object. And this is right here, new game item object. Starring attributes. Debug.log should add count starting attributes. Debug.log starting with start attribute.object name. New should be there. Common, new. All right. Let's see. On-screen item. Where is this? Inventory module. Held item parent. There we go. This is our sword. Game item object attribute list. Nothing. Maybe that's not where it's supposed to be. Game prefab. Item held parent. On screen item. Oops. Item. On screen item held. There we go. Short sword attribute list. 3 attributes. Rare of fire. Flaming something. Rare of fire. Huh. Debug.log. The object now has item attributes. Where's this attributes? Attribute list.count. Attributes. Let's make sure that says 2 before it starts adding more. Should add 2 starting attributes, common, new. It only has 1. Why is that? Let's see which one it has. Guessing common. Nope. This one. For each var attribute in attribute list debug.log attribute.object name. Okay. Yep, only has comments. So new doesn't seem to be added. Why? Quality is new. This is quality settings. Common is rarity. So let's find out why it's not being added. Starting add attribute distinct. Okay. So add attribute. Debug.log. I'll add these today. Adding item attribute repository, the object name, and has it That must be true or false. Aha! I bet this is what's blocking it. Let's look at our sword. Weapon. Short sword. Can it use this attribute? It cannot. Quality. It can be all of those. Copy short sword. See, append that. See, this is why I created this append button, because in the end you might need to append things, and it's a lot easier just to append everything. This is, why isn't that showing up? Why is that not showing up there? Interesting. That's not what we want to do. Actually, we only want to append the, I guess it is what we want to do. Interesting. I don't know why it's not showing up here. It is for that one. 0 types. 2 types, 20 possibilities. So it is ultimately keeping them. It's just not showing them up. So that's probably just a random bug when I changed it. Anyways, so now it should be able to add it. It was being blocked by that feature. Now it's 2 attributes. Perfect. All right. So what we want to do is now test to make sure that the damage attribute works properly. So we're going to go to the flaming sword, and we're going to say it's not only a flaming sword of fire, it is also a damaged flaming sword of fire. So these are both going to increase the proficiency of damage by 1. This is going to decrease it by 0.2 or 0.8. So the total increase will only be 0.2. And 3 times 0.2 should be 3.6. It did not happen. Adding damaged. Let's see. Required scripts. We have damage, rare, new. So this should have replaced it. It should have replaced new with damage because you can only have 1. But let me just check and make sure I set that up properly. Replace others. Yes. Okay. So adding damaged. Has it false? Okay, so let's see. If we can't use it, return. And then we're going to say if attribute dot replace others, then we're going to say attribute list dot remove. Oh, this is the problem. We're doing add, and well, add should, yeah, we're gonna actually do this on add. Add should check for it. Maybe I never added it to this. All right, so we're checking for incompatibility, and then check for whether this whether, yeah, whether this replaces others of the same type. So if we should just make the new game item here then. Oops. So we're going to do var new attribute equals that. And then here we're just going to add the new attribute. But we're going to first say if new attribute dot replace, it's a parent, dot replace others, then we're in the list already, so remove type, all of type. We don't have a remove of type. Attributes remove type, and we're going to pass in new attribute dot object type. These are our removes. And we're so okay. We just need to do public void remove type string object, or string just yeah, object type. Oh, chats. Hello, Debaterman. Yes. I did know of one method. I think I do that in some of my things, but where did you put it? Where did you put it? Did you put it in scripting? Ah, see, I did not know that this was you. See? So, I've made a connection in my brain now. The DM, does that stand for Debaterman? I don't know. Let's see. Routine, yes. Start coroutine. What is this? Start. Oh, interesting. So you're using, what is this? Not dictionary. Not sure what that is. I've never seen that before. So I do a very similar thing where in some places where I cache the routine in order to find out if it's running. Ah, Dungeon Master. I see. So I find if it's running, so that's a way I can know if it's running or not already. But I'll have to dig into that and see what it does. All right, so remove type is going to go and just remove all where the type equals the type. So we are going to say list.remove all x, remove remove all x dot object type equals object type. All right, so that's just going to remove all of the objects. Okay, so we do that in add, but we also need to make sure we do that in transfer, receive transfer. It doesn't look like we're doing it yet. we do add here. Okay, so we're just going to do that in this as well. Let's see. So before we add it, we will check that. It might help. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh wow, my other laptop, my work laptop, just stopped making its fan noise and suddenly got quiet in here. All right, flaming fire, rare damage. Okay, good. So we got new to be replaced by damaged. But let's see. Give object. Aha, so we're going to say true, it's distinct, each attribute is distinct, and true will repeat the human name, but false, we will not reset the modification level until the end. And then after adding all those, we will say new object.reset item modification level. True. Okay. Add attributes, but do not reset modification level at this time point, because we don't want to keep doing it over and over. Reset the modification level. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, now adding the attribute, we'll add it there. It'll add all those things. Did I not just update this? Wait a minute. Replace. Wait, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That was working, so. We're still not getting the right final value, though. All right. Get flaming sword. Cache now is false, so we are not caching now. Okay. False, false, false. Adding flaming, adding a fire. Let's see. Am I doing this right? Add attribute. Add attribute. Set affected stats. Dirty. Interesting. So it ends up doing it anyways because I'm saying the affected stat's dirty. So, the question I have for myself is, do I, if I'm not resaying the modification level, do I also ignore saying stats dirty? No, I'll come back to that. I'll circle back to that question. Should have added, so effect on damage 0.5. 0.5 is now 1. Effect on attack 1. 0. To the dictionary, it's now 0. Oh, yeah, but that, okay. Damage. Oh. Alright. What the heck's going on here? This is happening too many times. I want this to happen once. Is damage doing the right stuff? Damage, oh, negative 0.4. Alright. I don't see 0.4. It's not there. So somehow, a few things. One, this is happening too many times. Two, gosh darn it, my brain is shutting down on me. Okay, so maybe maybe add this. And then if we are doing it, we'll do that. Let's just see. What's the parameter? What's the difference here? Ooh. Oh, interesting. Okay. That was a little bit of a bug. All right, I'm gonna pause there or stop there. Still computing it 3 times. But that's correct because it's adding 3 different things, or no, that's not right. Well, it's adding 3 different things, but so it's not quite right. Let's see. Add attribute, reset, false, and false. I just did this. Where did I do this? How come I just did this? Oh, this is in a different script. I was just updating a different script. Interesting. But that needed to be up there anyway, so I guess a happy mistake. Alright. Still happening twice. Ah, once for attack, once for damage? No. Anyways, I need to take a break. My brain is mush. My brain is complete mush. You know, I'm going to have a root beer. That's what I'm going to have, a damn root beer. Or not. Maybe I'll just have water. Anyways, yeah, this is what I'm doing. You know, the next stream is going to be the 100th stream. And that's exciting, right? So, Anyways, thanks for hanging out, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I appreciate your time, and hopefully I'll get this out pretty soon. My brain's been mushy. It's going to be mushy for a while, but I keep working on this, and I want to get this done, this stuff. And Debaterman, what I'm working on right now is really because of our conversations on Discord. And I was like, yeah, I want to add that stuff, so that's what I'm doing. So, good stuff. See y'all. Have a good one. Thanks, Dave. Tech Dave 99. Bye-bye.